Let's go. Let's roll. It's your turn. I'm about to take you there. I'm lightning like Steve McQueen. I'm in the fast lane when the light turns green. And I built tough, I ain't nothing but grit. Cause I made rugged blood, sweat, and spit. Yeah, like a horse I fly. Better brace yourself in for a bumpy ride. I like to play hard, but I work harder. And I weather the storm cause I'm built stronger. I was born to run. I was built to last. I was made for speed. Cause I was born fast.
Hey everybody, Daniel here, 395 Junkie, and I'll allow my beautiful wife to introduce herself.
Mama Goose, hi.
And it's been a while, hasn't it? Well, I couldn't think of a better opportunity than to drop another video than this weekend's event. This is our annual Overlanding for Warriors event, and we are up in Lone Pine, California, and we're just getting finished getting set up, as you can see from behind me. We're doing some lights this year. We've got over 100 rigs coming, about 240 people. And it's going to be a great 4 days celebrating Veterans Weekend. And it's a good opportunity for us all to get together, but I'll let my darling wife tell you guys what this is really about.
It's all about the veterans, our heroes of America. So it's a celebration of their dedication to our country. And we have a lot of different activities and acknowledgments for them planned with speeches and a representative from Wounded Warriors that is going to also be camping with us this weekend, who's going to give a little speech for them and acknowledge them, show them how special they are.
Yeah, but more importantly, big picture, guys, between everybody that's attending this event and third parties that made donations, we raised over $15,000 for Wounded Warrior Project. So we're proud to organize it, but it's everybody that attends this that this is a huge thank you to them for their generous donations. But we're not going to keep them, we're not going to make this long-winded. We're going to get back and start welcoming people. Everybody's going to start showing up around 1.
A couple hours before we start the big check-in process, so we got to finish getting things set up.
Yep. So we'll shoot some video throughout the weekend, show you the different events, so that next year, if you guys are interested, you can keep an ear out for us around June, July. We start advertising it. So we'll see you in just a little bit. All right, everybody.
You want the megaphone?
No, we don't need the megaphone. You guys can hear me in the back? Yeah. All right. Welcome. We finally made it. And let me tell you, it's been a lot of organization, and I'm not a very organized guy, I'll tell you that right now. But more importantly, the funds that you guys all put in to raise over $15,000 for Wounded Warrior Project. That's what this is really about. What I'd like to do is welcome Pastor Greg up here from Hope City Church up here in Lone Pine. It's just give us a quick blessing that we all have a great weekend, safe travels. If you're going off-roading, protect us from those flying bean bags that are going to be happening on Sunday during the Cornhole event. But if you guys would all mind, I'm going to turn it over to Pastor Greg.
So I would like to say a prayer over all of you and all of our first responders in our nation. So if you bow your heads. Dear Lord, today we honor our veterans.
And that's exactly what we did. For 4 days straight, we did our best to acknowledge every veteran that was in attendance and make sure that they understood that we appreciated everything that they've done for our country. Going forward, this is now 2 years in a row of having Pastor Greg provide us a quick blessing before the event. Rest assured, every year that Pastor Greg can make it, this is becoming quite the tradition that I think everybody there appreciated.
We thank you for your love, mercy, and grace, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Well said, Pastor. Thank you for that. Thank you very much. So what I'm going to do is it's going to be, really quick. If all of you can come up here really quick and let us all acknowledge you and recognize you by wonderful, it's just a little keepsake for us. It's a 395 Junkie keychain, leather keychain, but on the back it says Warrior.
Nice.
You are all warriors, and we thank you guys very much. So please come on up here. Let's make it quick. Let's get these handed out, and we'll move on to some other great news. So thank you. That's for you. That's for all the warriors out there. And for everybody else, I don't want anybody to feel left out, right? We have some Overlanding for Warriors wooden keychains for you guys. Just a small keepsake from Tish and I to really appreciate what you guys have done in raising these funds. So thank you for that. Tonight, all we're really going to be doing is, after I'm done with my little speech here, we're just going to all hang out. Tomorrow morning, we do have a special guest, kind of going along the terms of Veterans and Wounded Warrior Project. Where's Angela at? Angela was, I was about to say offered to us. That sounds terrible. Wounded Warrior Project reached out to me because we did reach a level that deserves a little extra recognition and to ask if there was anything else we needed. And we can't wait to hear your story tomorrow, Angela, 9 o'clock.
And it involves a Sprinter van. I'm sorry.
Yes. Yep. 10 o'clock trail rides. Who's going on a trail ride tomorrow? Yeah, right? All right, so moving on at 14:30 tomorrow. Dave, want to give us a quick preview of what we could expect in your class?
Sure, thanks for the intro, Daniel. So Dave Bennett, American Adventurist, I'm active duty Master Chief. I'm the senior enlisted medical advisor for the commanding general at 1 Marine Expeditionary Force at Camp Pendleton. So my day job, I do wilderness medicine, trauma, all that trash. Not to bore you with any of that stuff, but the focus of tomorrow's instruction is going to be cold weather injuries. And then I've got a little bonus at the end. My nephew is an active duty naval officer. He's a doctor here at Camp Pendleton, works near me. And we're going to give you guys some information on travel meds.
That's at 14:30. Yep, 2:30 for all you civilians. All right. 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Who's going to be participating in the potluck? After dinner. Who knows Manny? Manny's not here. Manny better be here, because tomorrow night, Manny's going to be giving us another inspirational talk after our dinner. There's no set time, but once everybody's settled in around the campfire, Manny, he's got quite an inspiring story too. And I'll let him share that with you guys tomorrow. So Sunday morning, all right. Does anybody want to play cornhole? 6 o'clock tomorrow, or on Sunday, we're going to just do a community campfire, our last evening to hang out. Hopefully we got a lot of firewood left, because we are going to burn through all this, I promise you. We will not leave any behind. But we're going to do a group picture in this area at 9:15 on Monday morning, and the raffle's going to start right at 9:30. So at 10:30, our goal is to be done. And guys, I just want to end it with this one last important note. The fact that we are able to rent this part of the campground is almost a favor for all of us. We all know what we paid. I mean, we donated. Take the donation, separate that. We know why we did that. What we paid for 3 nights to enjoy all this is dirt cheap. Let's show our appreciation. Let's leave this place nicer than we found it. With that, that's all I got to say. Everybody gonna have a good time this weekend? Yeah! I appreciate all of you. I know Tish does, and my family are so happy that you're here. So with that, let's mingle, let's have some drinks, and feel free to cook some dinner, and we'll all meet here as you wish. And you can have fires at your own place if you want, obviously, as well. So thank you.
That's super interesting.
All right, guys, so what a great first day. As you saw, we did a little kickoff at about 4:30. Got the community campfire going, which there are lots of people in that line behind me. But I figured I better feed my kids and my wife and myself, so I'm just cooking up some carne asada on the TemboTusk. And you may have noticed, you might think to yourself, what is that in your hand, Daniel? Well, this is some of TemboTusk's newest products that's going to be listed on their website in the next week or so. Tonight, we're just going to finish cooking dinner, feed these kiddos, sit by the fire. Have a good night. We'll see you in the morning. How'd everybody sleep? Who was cold last night? You guys don't have a heater then. I should have just asked who doesn't have a heater. Well, as promised, this year we thought we'd add in another little activity that kind of goes along with the theme of what we're all doing here. What we're all doing here, right? I organized the event. You guys donated your good hard-earned money for a cause, and because of that, Wounded Warrior Project was very gracious in offering one of their representatives to kind of tell their story on the journey that they've been through. But today what I'd like to do is ask you guys to please give your full attention to Angela. Listen to her story, but the point of doing this is so that you guys all understand, you know, how Wounded Warrior Project has helped her in her journey, and maybe some of the challenges that she's had in that journey to where she needed Wounded Warrior Project, and is a direct reflection upon what all of you guys did. So with that, I'll turn it over to Angela Peacock.
First of all, I just want to say thank you for having me. And this is the first time in probably 300 speaking engagements that I've actually got to speak about overlanding as part of my healing journey, because it's awesome. So thank you. It's like a special pleasure for me. So first I'll just tell you a little bit about my military story, and then about my rough transition back home, and then how Wounded Warrior Project helped me and what I'm doing now. So that'll be kind of the trajectory. I probably will cry, and so will you. It's all participatory, so let's just get down to business, because I think vulnerability and authenticity are kind of where I heal and where others heal. So thank you for having me. So I did serve 7 years in the U.S. Army. My grandparents were both in World War II. My grandfather was an aircraft sheet metal guy in Germany, and my grandmother was an air traffic controller.
So Angie went on to tell us her story, and her story is one that was just incredibly inspiring. We all sat around and listened to her tell it, and a lot of the times couldn't believe our ears, and we're so appreciative and grateful that she came out and opened herself to be vulnerable and allow us the opportunity to truly understand some of the challenges our veterans go through.
Can I take a selfie with you guys?
Of course.
I'll put it on my Facebook. Hold on. Okay, ready? Okay, there it is. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you.
So that's gonna wrap it up. That was touching. Jose said it great. I can't say anything more. So thank you. So moving on today, what do we got? Trail rides. Who's going on a trail ride?
So here we go. So good afternoon. I am Dave Bennett, founder of American Adventurist, fellow off-roader and lover of all things outdoors, just like y'all. By day, my day job, I am a hospital corpsman, Master Chief. I work for the Commanding General at 1 Marine Expeditionary Force, Camp Pendleton, California. I'm the senior medic, senior corpsman for basically the West Coast of the Fleet Marine Force. Been doing this a very long time, very passionate about wilderness medicine, wilderness safety.
So Dave went on to give the class on cold weather injuries, and also want to take a moment and acknowledge all that he's done for this Overland community. Give him a follow at American Adventurist on Instagram. Dave was a huge inspiration on how Overlanding for Warriors got started. As he nears retirement from the service, thanks again, Dave, for everything you've done, and especially for being who you are, a leader in this hobby of ours, and you set great examples for us all. We wish you very well in your retirement and can't wait to see you on the trail.
Hey, so thanks everybody. So again, all this information is out there on the website. It's on the internet as well. There's lots of different sources for stuff. We're only one source. All right. Big thanks to Daniel for having us out here today to try to help everybody get just a little bit smarter and a little bit safer as we get out here and travel and do what we like to do. Daniel, over to you.
Thank you. And big round of applause for Dave, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dave. Thank you so much. So just to wrap it up, I'm just going to give a quick 5-minute presentation on oral surgery when you're out in the field. All right, so dinner time, and as you can see, everybody seems to be thoroughly enjoying the meal here. We have so much food. You guys, everybody that participated in this, man, I'll tell you, it is just something spectacular, the amount of food that's here. We've got one more treat for you tonight, and I figured it was fitting. Same way we started the day, we're going to end the day with another perspective from somebody who's benefited from wounded warriors. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Manny. Manny's got quite the story to share too, a little different than Angie's from this morning. However, just as heartfelt, and I hope you guys enjoy it. If you're still eating, feel free to eat away.
For those of you that don't know me or haven't had the pleasure to meet on any of these events or trips, my name is Manny Del Rio. I was born in Mexico, came to the States when I was about 3-ish. So for me, I grew up in San Fernando Valley, in Van Nuys, and I always wanted to go to college. That was my biggest dream. So eventually, one thing led to another, and I got enrolled into the DEP program, which is basically the program that you sign up before you go to boot camp. And at that point, that was it. I never applied for FAFSA. I never applied to schools. Like, I wanted to join the Navy. So graduated high school at 17, and then 2 weeks later, I left for boot camp. So first deployment, we went to like South Korea, Hong Kong, came back, Guam, Australia, came back. And then on my third deployment, that's when we were heading towards South Korea. And it was like the most beautiful day. It was like today. It was like 70 degrees, clear skies. I had just had lunch, and next thing you know, I found myself underneath the jet. So we were towing a jet onto the elevator for maintenance, and then I came up underneath the jet, and then next thing you know, I felt someone holding my ankle, my right ankle. And I'm like, well, that's weird. Like, why would someone be holding my ankle? Take off my goggles, look over my shoulder, and all I see is like the rear wheel of the plane on the back of my heel.
There are moments in life that hit you differently, and this was one of them. Sitting around that fire with my good friend Manny, a true warrior shared his story. A story of sacrifice, resilience, and everything he's endured beyond that tragic day when he lost his leg while serving on an aircraft carrier. As he spoke, you could feel the weight of his words. He let himself be vulnerable, and in that moment, there weren't many dry eyes around that fire. But like he always done, he pulled himself together and he carried on. Of course, we all blamed the smoke, but we all knew the truth. Manny, we love you, we appreciate you, and we're beyond grateful to know someone as strong and inspiring as you.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the 2024 Overlanding for Warriors Cornhole Tournament.
And then it was time for the event everyone looks forward to, our annual Overlanding for Warriors Cornhole Tournament. It's a crowd favorite and the perfect way to bring everyone together for some friendly competition. At this point in the trip, this was exactly what we all needed. A chance to compete, have some fun, and of course, talk plenty of trash along the way. All in good spirits, of course. Bags were flying, rivalries were formed, and the competition was fierce. But in the end, it was all about the laughs, the camaraderie, and making memories together. All right, guys, final round of the Cornhole Tournament. And, as the event comes to a close, we only have really just one more event left, activity, which is the raffle tomorrow. I just want to take a moment, thank everybody who came to this event and that supported the cause. There was a lot of people that donated items, donated money that aren't even here right now. And if you're watching this, sincere thank you from the bottom of our hearts. It was very much appreciated by everybody. All right, guys, Monday morning, day 4 of Overlanding for Warriors. And to say that this year's event was a success is a tremendous understatement. And that's not because of, what we put together here. It's all the people that came, all the donations we got. Everybody had a fantastic time. Weather was perfect. We're going to get ready for the group picture here in just a little bit. And then we're going to start our raffle where we've got everything already laid out. And huge thanks to all the awesome sponsors that donated product. We don't take it for granted. We understand that this is direct dollars out of your bottom line. Any final morning words, dear?
Oh, why do you put me on the spot?
Because they would expect nothing less. You got nothing.
I got nothing.
All right, well, we'll give her one more chance later on, guys. We'll catch up with you in just a little bit. Couple housekeeping things before we get going. My goal is to get you guys in a position to leave by 10:30. It's 9:20 right now. We're going to do our best to, go as quickly as we can. This raffle has a tendency sometimes to be long and drawn out, and I know everybody's anxious to get home and on the move. So with that, we wish you guys safe travels on your way home, whether it's continued camping or going home.
And just like that, it was time for the raffle. So many awesome prizes, and I wish I had time to show every single one. But the generosity from the companies that supported this event was unreal. If you're looking to make a purchase, I highly encourage you to check out the businesses featured in the credits of this video. These are stand-up small businesses that share our passion for the outdoors and went the extra mile to support this event. Huge thanks to them, and of course to everyone who participated. You guys made this an unforgettable 4-day weekend. These are all another wonderful, very generous man and company. Gives these and the fire pits away. You don't even have to ask. Jerry, thank you. You are a pillar to our community, and we appreciate you. Going to 263 19 1. Eric, yes. Hey guys, another veteran. He looks 18 years old, but this guy here is a veteran too. Let's go. Thank you. Congratulations, yep. Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys all. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, we'll just make some finishing touches. We are leaving this campground cleaner than we found it, as we all should with every campground and outdoors. Where we had our line of fire pits, we put them all back where they were. Got rid of all the ash, moved the dirt over, and Robert's here to give it one final spray. Have a good trip. Yep. And just make sure it's completely out, and then we are going to hit the road, and we'll check in with you guys in just a little bit. Well, that's a wrap. Dear, final thoughts.
It was so much fun. Another great event in the books. Third overlanding for warriors was a success. I don't know what more to say. It was just
beyond
amazing.
A success, because not only was the weather amazing while we were here, but as we're driving out of here,
yes.
The Mike's in front of us, Simo's in front of us, they're saving people's awnings from going flying everywhere.
Yes.
It literally, wind picked up the minute we got in the Jeep to leave. If that's not a sign of some help from upstairs, I don't know what is. So
yeah.
Thank you, veterans. Thank you, everybody that contributed. Can't wait to do this again next year, and hang in there. We'll start putting some more videos out here soon enough. But in the meantime, we're enjoying life, as I hope you guys are too. So until then, happy trails.
Bye.